All right, we're back with game three of the Legacy Split, Tiny Split finals between Naka's Matthew and Caligma Bobway. Just started pick ban. We see an Olaf ban from the side of Naka's Matthew. Bear Jr. very prominent on that Olaf top pick. And we see Zillion and Anivia bans targeted at Flesh. Interesting change around. We see Naka's Matthew banning out the Heimerdinger that worked so well for them game one. You know, a classic Bear Jr. Yasuo ban. We will see the Maokai come out for Naka's Matthew on B1 and a Kaisa ban targeted against Kim Peter on from Caligma Bobway. We'll see how Caligma Bobway responds here in R1 and R2. I'd imagine, you know, they could just pick up the Mordekaiser again. It worked so well for them last game. Really like to see Greg run that one back, but we'll see what happens. Yep, there it is, the Mordekaiser pick. Followed by an Ashe pick again for Mistborn, who's been just absolutely money on those Ashe ultimates. Shout out Mistborn. We'll see how Naka's Matthew responds. You know, maybe we'll see the Amumu pick up. Warren has been a very popular pick for them. It's going to be the
Seraphine.
Presumably for Flesh in the mid lane. We'll see if they pick up an Amumu, or, you know, it could be the Ornn in this phase. Yep, there it is. Tizzy, the weak side King's Ornn. Already setting up just amazing wombo between Seraphine, Maokai, and Ornals.
Really looks like they're trying to set up that same combination that they had in game one that worked out so well for themselves.
Oh, absolutely. Ooh, an Aurelia pick.
Ooh, spicy.
Normally banned. We'll see that piloted by either Cusco's Poison or Bear Jr., both known to play it. As we get into more ban phases, what do you think should be that focus for both of them here? See a Vayne ban away from Kim Peter.
Yeah, you probably want to get rid of some hyper carries from Kim Peter. With a combination like Maokai, Seraphine, or Ornn around him, you want him on probably as least impactful ADC as you can get him on.
Yeah. We'll see the Lux ban against Cusco's Poison. You know, permabanned after his performance in game one. Putting out nearly 47,000 damage. A Jhin ban targeted toward Kim Peter. They don't want to deal with that either. I love this ban from the side of Naka's Matthew. Banning away the Sylas.
Right.
You know, just we just picked 3 champs with great ultimates. Please don't steal them. Excellent ban. Smart drafting. R4. It's the Dr. Mundo run back.
Comes right back in.
Presumably that would be
Cusco's Poison.
With Bear Jr. on the Aurelia mid into Flesh. How will Naka's Matthew respond? Need?
Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx is a great pick here.
Jinx is a great pick here.
Doesn't have survivability into the Mordekaiser, but, you know, just have to get the Mercurial.
Just have to pay your taxes. Pay your taxes, folks.
Who needs to pay taxes when you can just stay out of range of the taxes?
Will they lock it? Do we get a Sara Cruz Belvusi special in Game 3? Yes,
and
we do.
we do. It's not my favorite pick, I don't think, into this comp. Um, but if you control the map, control the top side, and with the Rift Herald, you can have a huge effect on the map.
Absolutely, and I think that's what they'll be going for here in this game. Ooh, the Zyra pick coming out from Caligma Bobway.
It's
Great job to
tough.
them.
It's tough because early game, what I'm looking at is a Bel'Veth that's going to need a lot of support, and you're going to need some time scaling the Jinx and also scaling the Seraphine.
Yeah, I mean, to Orin as well. These are some not as prominent lanes as we've normally seen. The Ashe Zyra can be really oppressive. I think it'll be on a Kim Peter to, get some bot side control so that he's able to, go help out his jungler, because Bel'Veth, does take a little bit of time to scale up into the game. Interesting drafts. I really like it from both sides, actually. See Naka's Matthew have more damage than their last comp, I would say, to deal with the Mordekaiser and the Mundo.
I'm going to try and see if I can run a poll here.
Oh, is it Diamond Hands season? Diamond Hands Tambo is all in.
All in, baby. Getting the pick ban. What do y'all think about these plans? What do you think, Adrian?
Sorry, I was eating my midnight snack to get me
Well,
going a little bit.
You're a midnight snack, so
Oh, take me out to dinner.
gladly, anytime. The bot. It's true. The traps. Be a great,
Great self
great
peel
way to
tool.
stop engage.
Yeah. But that being said, I said the same thing about Kog'Maw, outranging and being a good tank shredder in the last game, and that we saw how that turned out. Mordekaiser and Mundo kind of ran over the game.
Yeah, I mean, they have a great draft from Zimbabwe, and they're running it back here with the Ashe as well as an Aurelia. So we'll see. I imagine it's Bear Jr. on the Aurelia. One thing I wanted to point out is both of these teams have opted to stay on the same sides for the whole
All 3
series.
games, yeah.
So I really think that's interesting to see that Caligma Bobway kind of values the last pick, counter pick, while Naka's Matthew values the overall first pick. Like, this is our strong pick. This is what we want to play around.
Yep.
2 minutes until we get into the last game of Spoop's Tiny Split Legacy Split tournament. And what a split! Shout out to Spooped for hosting this and putting it together.
Yeah, shout out to him. He did a great job putting this together. It was a lot of fun to play in and be a part of. Something I did want to point out between these two teams, though, back to the matchup between Caligma Babwe and Akis Matthew, they are currently 2-2 against each other overall throughout this split. They went 1-1 against each other in their series during the regular season.
So this is like a game 5.
It is basically like their game 5.
Delayed game 5.
Yep.
Who will win? Will Nakis Matthew dethrone the legendary Caligma Babwe, or will Caligma Babwe remain in PMA LCS history as one of the greatest teams to ever run the gauntlet? What are your thoughts, Malcolm?
Well,
I know all of us haven't been around. I don't think any of us were around to watch Caligma Babwe back in the day.
No, I was not.
Maybe some people in chat could
give some insight on
that. First of all, I want to say that there's a poll. So I want to see our chatters up in the poll and making your own predictions on who's going to win. But for me, I might be on the side of Caligma Babwe. I just think their comp is so strong. Multiple forms of CC, but also I think they're going to be able to keep control in the early game. Like I mentioned before, you have 3 lanes that have to scale and aren't going to be able to be as supportive for Bel'Veth in the early game, and that's something that Bel'Veth really needs to thrive.
Yeah, I mean, that can't be understated. The value of jungle in this season, you know, my coach Balulu was telling me that a lot of his, you know, thoughts on the meta about like this upcoming year is how important it is for mid laners to be able to roam and get around to, you know, helping out their jungler scale into the game.
I'm paused at 10.
Oh no.
Paused at 12 actually.
Alright, I'm at 12.
So at 12. So whenever you're ready, give that countdown.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
And we are off with the final game, Game 3 of the Legacy Cup finals between Caligma Babwe and Nakis Matthew. And both teams electing for this 5-point. Not going to be playing anything dangerous.
Yeah. No need to coin flip this last one. Let's play the game how we know how to play it. We'll see Fwesh get some early damage onto Bear Jr. Pop that Mana Flow.
Mana Flow!
We see a little bit of a dance party up here in the top lane between Cusco's Poison and Tizzy.
I like this. Both junglers going to be starting bot side here.
I'm loving this chat right now. Split the pot, deal. Everyone just... Both junglers will start bot side and path towards the top. We will see... I'm wondering who's going to get priority in this level 1 push in the bot lane. I think that'll be a big contributor to how you know, the early lane goes, and if they're able to get prio and push up to help with the scuttle.
Bear Jr. kind of taking an early lead in this mid lane, getting some good damage down onto Flesh. Oh, we see a
That
leftover.
was aggressive, man.
Oh my!
Holy. Bear Jr.'s not fucking around.
I missed what happened because my camera went to the side, but
He flashed and stole the big chicken from Syracuse there. Having
Wow.
vision on that chicken pit already.
Well, Syracuse had to
Already
use
trying
Syracuse had to use Ghosts there, so that's a whole summoner down, and he doesn't have flash, so very vulnerable at the state.
Both junglers finishing up their last camp.
oh, Super
Oh, is this a
Kami
kill?
getting poked down. Forced to flash away. Mistborn flashes forward aggressively, but Kim Peter is getting some free hits onto him. Syracuse down here in the bot lane, but not gonna really look for anything at the moment.
The 1v1 in the top lane.
Poison chasing down and does actually get the kill onto Tizzy.
That is huge for the side of Caligma Bobway. Tizzy's gonna have to TP back to this wave, and he's gonna miss a whole lot of XP, so gets the kill and burn a free sum. Well played to Cusco's Poison in that 1v1. This Ashe Zyra lane is putting down a lot of damage. It's just so easy to hit a brute on the Zyra if you're able to get a W from the Ashe.
But still, Kim Peter has this early CS advantage in the bot lane. And speaking of CS advantages, Bear Jr. having an almost 15 CS lead at this point at this stage of the lane.
Hey, he's up almost 2 waves. He is up like 2 waves. Great job to Super Kami Pengu in bot lane for being able to pull that wave. Gonna be able to secure the cannon because of it.
Got a phone call.
Goose to Poison taking a phone call real quick in lane. He said, "Hold on a second."
Stun's gonna hit.
Oh, the Vanguard coming out from Bear Jr. And he's gonna try and chase down Flesh, but Flesh gets out with just a sliver of HP, almost single digit.
Yeah, Syracuse able to save him there. And, ooh, Flesh gets a little bit of poke damage onto Bear, gets him just as low.
Stream disconnected for a moment.
Uh-oh.
So while sorry about the stream connection, everybody.
Well, we do see an engage here onto Cusco's Poison. This is a 3-man gank. Cusco's Poison is trying to flash out, but to make that 4 as Tizzy picks up a kill up in the top lane.
Question Mordecai, or Aurelia and Mordekaiser are on their way to this Rift Herald. It would be a 2v4 if they do decide to go for it.
Mordekaiser forced the flash away.
Yeah, I think that I think Caligma Bobway bit off a little more than they could chew there, and they do have to burn the sum for it from Riot Geared 7. But they have numbers now, and
Oh, the
another.
Ash Arrow hitting onto Super Kami Pengu. Tizzy gonna fall, or not quite, but Bear Jr. does pick up 2 kills.
And they get the Rift
Oh.
Herald.
Oh,
It's
that's such a disaster.
Oh,
And it's a triple kill for Bear Jr. 4-0 on this Aurelia so far.
Oh no. That's not what you want to see in
We've
the
all
early
played
game.
against the Bear Jr. Aurelia. We know how this story ends.
He's gonna take away the top side of Syracuse' jungle.
I wish we could have a replay of what just happened, but I mean, we saw Caligma Bobway get pushed out, but they sent bot lane up to topside river, and they just re-engaged and was able to just decimate the side of Naka's Matthew.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great Ash ult from the side of Caligma Bobway, followed by a Seraphine ultimate from Flesh, but they just weren't able to follow it up with enough damage. Already being low from the previous fight they had around the Rift Heralds. Ligma Bobway kind of running away with this game right now with a 4K gold lead at 10 minutes. What do you think the answer is for Naka's Matthew to get back into this game, being down a Drake and a Rift Herald now?
For me, the answer is to farm. Belveth needs to be in the jungle, just soaking up as much experience as possible.
Yeah.
Find your picks when you can, but right now, you have to scale up and get ahead of the CS.
Oh, and speaking of picks, Super Kami Pengu might be caught out here. Oh, misclick by I Am the High Ground. Don't think you meant to stopwatch there.
Oh, this
And
is
he
looking
might go
good.
for it because he does not have it again. Kim Peter gonna pick up a kill for himself. 2-0 on this Shinx. The Ornhorn coming in from the side. Bear Jr. gonna get knocked up and he's gonna get shut down as well. Kim Peter with another raise here. Kim Peters. That's one shutdown going over to him. Ooh, doesn't quite find the
Ult's just missing.
encore onto Mistborn.
Yeah, Kim Peter picking up the double kill there is huge for the side of Naka's Matthew. Getting that shutdown on the Aurelia is going to speed up his build quite a bit. We'll see if they're able to get some plates.
Well, though all those trades, I mean, first of all, great job for Naka's Matthew for getting ahead and trying to crawl their way back into this game. That fight came a little early for this Drake, and so they're going to be down a lot of their summoner spells. So I think this next Drake is probably going to go over to Caligma Bobway.
Yeah, I mean, without the Seraphine ult, it's going to be hard for Naka's Matthew to be willing to walk up to this. In my opinion, I think you just concede this one and try and farm your camps.
Uh-oh. Are they going all in?
Super Kami Pengu might get chased down here, but he will end up getting out just fine.
And that's one ultimate down on the side of Caligma Bobway.
But they do have the prio on this Drake. It's already down at half HP.
And they're looking for an engage here.
Arrow hits on the Kim Peter. Kim Peter's forced to use the cleanser early. A great trap from Kim Peter to slow down the engage from the side of Caligma Bobway. Vanguard's edge comes out. Kim Peter forced a flash, and he's going to not quite die yet, but he will end up getting picked off by the Zyra. And it looks like it's going to be a wipe for Caligma Bobway. Only one of them falling in the end.
That was just beautiful. Just beautiful. Bear Jr. knows the extent of Aurelia. There, I probably would have turned back and took my got my win and got out. But no, he forces that extra re-engage, and they come up big with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, great ultimate from Bear Jr. there to get onto the Jinx and get some of that gold back. We're gonna see him take even more plates in the bot, picking up 2, maybe 3. Oh, parrot plating fell.
He's going to walk it out here.
But Bear Jr. is 6-1 on this Aurelia, and that is a scary thing to face.
Oh yeah. Especially when you're relying on your ADC so much.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Wow. I must say, that was a little psychotic in a way.
He's still standing there.
He knew he had he was like, I could kill you if I decide to. But he decided not to. And he's still there. What's... Okay.
Finally reveals himself.
You hear that, Bear? You're a psycho. You're a psycho for that one.
Ooh.
Super Kami Pango moving down. I don't know if they want to go on this Aurelia. They are going to be giving up the Rift Herald. They showed 2 bot.
And this Rift Herald, you know, these Rift Heralds are very important for Bel'Veth, and so these getting stolen away, it just means that there's just another thing that you know, Bel'Veth kind of becomes a little bit useless throughout this stage of the game.
Yeah, she's not able to build up her stacks, and then, you know, they're going to drop it top and try and get a tower here on tier 2. Not going to be able to get it, but they do get a good amount of damage onto it. But Ligma Bobway being up around 6k gold here. Pretty scary. To the side of Naka's Matthew.
Well, if Naka's Matthew can slow down this game, yeah, they need a good 5 minutes to just kind of stack up, catch up a little bit, and really just try and see if they can win a fight. Scale this game into their favor.
Riker 7 here in the jungle. They're gonna give this red buff over to Bear Jr. while this dragon is spawning. They're gonna look for that. Flash forward,
Oh,
Banger's Edge
my.
onto Kim Peter, and he is just dead instantly. There is no counterplay available for that. Land, and he does get. He is able to walk his way out. But Kaligma Bobaway just kind of running away at this point with the gold lead. There's just extending this this lead that they have even further.
Yeah, to 8k now. At 19 minutes. Naka Nakis Matthew has a daunting task in front of them to get back into this one. They're gonna have to start going for some, less than ideal plays to get some gold back in their pockets.
Deathworm does find its way onto Syracuse, but he's dodging around, dipping and diving, but it does not matter. I am the high ground, picks up a kill. Tizzy teleporting in, but is forced to flash away immediately. Cannot stay in that area. Bear Jr. getting in, going to get exhausted immediately. Ornhorn gonna hit 3. Riker 7 will fall. Kim Peter forced to cleanse flash away from Bear Jr. Bear Jr. picks up another kill onto Super Kami Pengu, and he's gonna try and chase Kim Peter doing damage. Lethal Tempo is procced. Stopwatch from Bear Jr. Shutdown going over to Kim Peter.
Yeah, big shutdown. 650 gold in his pocket. He's already on his second item. Wondering what he'll be able to get off of this back here. But great kiting from Kim Peter. Once he got the first kill, Jinx gets excited and she's just able to kite it out super easily. And that's what they'll need, is excellent kiting from him to get through some of these fights. Zimbabwe still in control of this game. I'd like to see them even start up this Baron here and force them to walk into him. Force Nakis Matthew to walk into them. And it looks like that's just what they might do. They might go for a bush cheese here, though.
Ooh, dodge away from the Ash Arrow. TP coming in from Kuzco's Poison. They are starting up this Baron. You can't tell exactly how much HP it has.
This one goes right over to Caligula Bobway. They're going to try and... Nakis Matthew is going to take mid turret to go ahead and claim an objective bounty.
Yeah, I mean, great trade for them to be able to do that, but they are going to lose mid-prow here on the exit. I wonder how many turrets they're going to lose to this push.
It is a 5-man push. They could lose a lot. They're trying to take their backs right now.
Yeah, they lose 2 turrets for it, and now they're down almost 10k gold. With Dragon coming up, and it's sole point for the side of Caligula Bobway.
This Cloud Dragon gonna be the soul for Caligula Bobway, spawning in 20 seconds. Nakis Matthew wants to try to contest.
I have to imagine it's just Caligula Bobways, unless they're able to... Ooh!
They might find a ping onto Bear Jr. here. Bear Jr. flashes forward and is gonna get charmed up. Kim Peter's gonna be able to go on a killing spree, pick up that kill. Kuzco's Poison is in the backline. I'm the high ground. Falls to Tizzy. Tizzy taking that kill for himself. Syracuse dodging and weaving in the Death Realm, but he will end up falling. And Caligula Bobway, 2 for 5 in their favor.
They'll be able to pick up the Dragon Soul here while they march down mid with Mistborn and Kuzco's Poison.
They'll at least get mid inhib on this push.
Oh, absolutely.
Maokai respawned. Not going to be able to stop this though.
Yeah, I mean, great kiting from Kim Peter, but the slows are just a little too much from Mundo with the cleavers. He does go down. I'd imagine, he's only a couple hundred gold away from finishing his IE. I think that'll make a big difference for them in fights, but I wonder if it's almost just a little too late. With the itemization, we see Anathema's chains coming out from Kuz.
Happening.
It's disconnected a few times, or maybe more than a few times.
Oh no.
Just this last game, but it's back up now. So
Okay. Well, Bear Jr. is chasing down Tizzy, going under the tower. He says, I do not care about that. Finding the stun on the computer. Computer forced to use the cleanse, but it does not matter. He ends up falling. Cleanse flash away, but gets chased down by Bear Jr.
Yeah, and with a 14k gold lead and some of these longer death timers, I'd imagine they're going to try to end the game here.
Well, Bear Jr. falling might mean they are not able to end. We'll see. It is. They still do have a number advantage.
2 inhibs down.
It looks like they'll go work their way over to the third.
Yeah, they're gonna pick up this third inhib and maybe back off. But the Encore does find its way onto Rygerg 7. Quesh gets taken to the death realm, and Rygerg 7 just laughing in his face. But is forced to flash away. He might have been off a little more than he can chew. He's getting chased down by 5 members here, and he does get picked off by Syracuse. So BM might be a little too much.
BM blows up in his face as he goes down there, but with 3 inhibitors down, Kaligma Bable's got their foot on the throat of Naka's Matthew, and with a 12,500 gold lead, it's gonna be really hard for Naka's Matthew to be able to do this.
That forces the TP out.
Quesh TPing out. I believe they want to try and contest this Barons, but Syracuse getting traded or